Mythic Squad, the People's Guild. A passion for making monsters can't be killed. We breed the best pets, learn a lot, no regrets. Join us in creating excellence. Purple on our back, Mythic Squad on the chest. It's the Mythic Squad. It's Mythic Squad. All right, it's time for Ogre's Alpha with the Mythic Squad.
What's up, Ogre? Good to be back. How you been? And Beef, thanks for joining, man. On short
Doing
notice,
all right, man.
3 minutes.
Got my voice back a bit, so ready to go. Another week in the bag. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
That was a hell of an anime today. What up, Beef?
I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed the truck stop waitress Ogre. It was kind of funny. So
I think a few people were having fun with
I'll
that.
still take that slice of pie and that cup of coffee, bro.
Yeah, where's that peach pie, baby?
You gotta come to Tennessee, babe. Sorry, you guys are too far away from where that stuff's grown down in Georgia.
I
Hey,
think there's-
speaking of Tennessee, I
think
heard
there's an event.
Bitcoin 2024 is in Tennessee, July
Yes, sir.
25th to the 27th.
Yeah, we would like to maybe make that work for the squad. So
Bro, bring it. You guys can freaking crash at my house. We'll all drive down there together.
all
There you
right.
go.
If we don't end up getting
How far
a
is
I
spot
that?
got
down
the
there.
extra bedroom with the fancy sheets. I call that shit now.
Oh, I've got
Okay.
one second master bedroom, and you guys are sharing it.
Head
But
to
it's
toe.
It's
Head
got
to
a
toe.
king in there,
Starbuck?
so the three of you can cuddle and have space.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can't sleep next to Beef or Mosh. Just
I
can't.
spin around like a
They're
ninja
snorers.
sleep.
I can't be around snores. I wake up to this amount of sound.
You need your own spot then, bro, because I snore probably worse than they do.
Yeah, I bet I would get my own spot.
We'll howl in our sleep all night long. Starbuck.
I'll rent a tiny house and park it in your front yard.
I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Totally down.
I would though. All right. It sounds like we got a jam-packed agenda on the AMA front. My biggest takeaway was that new what is it called? The pit skin? What do you guys call it? The
The summoner.
dark summoner skin.
Yeah,
I
dark
love
summoner.
that one. That one's fire. I don't have it yet, but I'll get one. I'm so far. I've got every single skin they've made. So
Me too.
slowly finding ways to drain my personal wallet in different ways.
I bought one of those dark summoning Vizzies for my Second Life Rare Dread because it's a dark summoning Vizzy. I mean, come on now, right?
Yeah,
It
might as
seems
well be our
appropriate.
own.
I
Might
feel
as
like
well be a purple hoodie.
Pieface and team were targeting my wallet when they came out with that one. So
I was just gonna say they were like targeting Mythic Squad, all the dark summoning you and your brother
Easily.
did.
Easily.
Hells yeah.
I've got a summon on deck tonight too. That's a fire one. Beeves already seen it.
oh, I was just gonna say, was it that one you DM'd me and I was like, boy, are you crazy?
Boy, you crazy. I think you want to have your baby.
Yo,
Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
it
I
is
can't wait.
fire.
Mythic
Hell yeah.
vibes.
So much going on from the AMA today. There's a load of announcements to get through here. First of all, Karate Combat Gi goes away next week. So if you have not gotten one yet, I strongly recommend you do. You'll be entered in the raffle to win potentially one of 50 people who are going to win 30,000 karate token, which is worth $172 as it sits right now.
What was interesting is they said that for every one you submit, there's a modifier on it, so it goes up. So I'm wondering, can you win more than once?
That's a good question. I doubt it.
I
would
don't think they would add the modifier if you could win more than once. What I think that modifier is for is you win once, but you get a modifier if you bought more than one. Yeah.
Well, I would assume it's like it was previously where they're discouraging people from multi-walleting, right? So by buying two gis in the same wallet, you might get like 2.2 entries
Right.
versus 2 if you had one and 2 separate wallets. They've done that in the past. So I would assume it's that same type of thing.
Word.
So I need 6 gis is what you're telling me to have 7 entries.
I skipped
made
right
up
over.
for 2.2. I don't know.
I skipped right over the karate gi with that new dark summoning gi busy. You know, I was.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Worm? What's up, Skiller? And what's up, Hope? Good to
Hype.
see y'all.
Oh,
Hell
is that
yeah.
Hope and Hype?
Choso.
Nice. I did not realize that. Good stuff.
I
All
think
right,
so.
got a few more
Choso's not,
announcements.
Choso's not Hope.
I think it is.
Shai
Choso,
Shin.
are you Hope?
Shai Shin or whatever is Hope. Unless
Oh.
you had another one. Hope, is that you, Choso? Choso? That's not Hope, right?
If you get rid of the hen and the high, it spells Choso.
It's Choso.
All right,
Choso.
it's Choso. Choso's Choso. What's up, Choso?
I got you,
Makes sense.
Choso. It's all good, brother.
What up?
Shout out to Hope too. We love you.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. All right, so SubSquid is an indexing solution. They index the entire chain, so that'll help pull some of the strain off of the DFK VCs and some of the apps and the projects out there that are built currently or in the future can utilize that. We also got the Shrapnel STX1 started today. So if y'all are in that part of the squad and you got a extraction pack code from me, you could play it as of right now, but they were having some server issues earlier. A lot of people just bombarding a small amount of servers, and it was people were timing out and not able to get in the game. So there was a little bit of
That's pretty typical with like game launches, especially super hyped game launches. So I wouldn't like debit them on that.
No, and it's not even a game launch. Like this is like their first open beta. Really.
Exactly. And,
so
you know, we've all, if you're a gamer, we've all taken that day off of work for a game launch and been like, damn, I've been in queue for 4.5 hours. What the fuck? You know,
I know. Done that ever.
Hell
I'll never
yeah.
miss a day of work, period.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a gamer, at least I think I am.
Hell yeah.
Not like me. I'm like a God of War gamer.
Yeah, and you got way crazier on mobile than I ever did. So
yeah. That's why I keep saying for DeFiKingdoms, mobile adoption is global adoption.
Well, mobile adoption is global adoption. You can get to everybody with their device. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get that holiday.
Killer is a gamer.
Maddie Pess says, bro, do
you even game?
You guys play League, bruh.
You guys play League?
You guys even do League? I don't play League.
I'm thinking we need like
spend a lot of money on that to not play League, by the way.
Yeah, Diablo 3 launch was brutal. I'm freak. Word up on that. But I'm thinking next DFK meetup, right? Why don't you just go ahead and bring your cardboard, or we'll raid like a liquor store, take all their cardboard, build some armor, and we'll have like an in real life LARPing Guild Wars where I can kick Maddie's fucking ass for real. You know what I mean?
Let's do that. I'm down. We'll do it at Bitcoin Nashville.
Yeah.
Or ETH Denver. You guys
walk around in legit.
No, I can't make ETH Denver. Too soon. Too soon.
Denver. That's like at the end of the month. That's like in 2 weeks. 2 weeks actually. Starts on the 23rd, right?
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks. Well, 2 weeks if you start at the 23rd. The 23rd is like, so ETH Denver is just going to be like the 29th this year. Is this leap year? It is, isn't it?
I thought it was 29th.
Yeah, 29th through the 3rd is the actual ETH Denver, and then the week before that is like their hackathon that they run every year. But unless you're like a hacker or building something or networking or doing something specific, most people just show up for that weekend. Sure. All right.
Wait, girl, this is a Ready Player One game. For the first time ever inside the South Hill Mall, I saw somebody with those VR goggles on.
The Apple ones?
The Apple ones. Those are $3,500.
Yeah. And apparently you can't watch porn on them too. So
yet.
Okay.
I guarantee it'll be out.
Yeah, I doubt.
All right.
There's always a way. There's always hope.
Two more
you had me on
announcements.
Ogre's Alpha. You can spit it out though, Ogre.
Yeah, welcome to Ogre's Alpha.
Yeah, right.
All right, what else we got?
It's kind of like bleeding over into tonight's show. This is just supposed to be informational, quick summary of the AMA, which everybody should go watch, by the way. So much information in there. All right, last two announcements were the international campaign with campaign with the infographics should be out next week, teaching us how the bring your own potion is going to work. And then on Thursday next week, they're not going to have an AMA. That's going to be a dev demo, hopefully, to where they're going to be showing us how it all works. And then I don't know if they're showing it all to us. Maybe we launch that weekend. They've done like a weekend update before. Fingers crossed. That would be
How long did it take before they did that other dev demo? than
I don't. Did they do a dev demo last
they
time?
did.
I don't
but
know that
they didn't announce it like they did this time. It was like they were in the gardens, they were playing.
Oh, they had Sachet playing for us.
But I missed it because it was like Sachet time wherever he's from.
Gotcha.
So
solid 3 a.m. something like that.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last one is Jewelers Guild stepping up. There's Jewelers Joust tourney scheduled to kick off the week after season 7 of Duels starts. Right, so Dags was on the AMA. I'm sorry, it was Mega on the AMA talking about it. And what they're going to do is the first week of Duels, they'll make sure that everybody's well informed, understands, knows exactly how it goes. And then the actual tournament will start after that. It sounds pretty dope. They're like building a website with like crazy wheels. It's going to like randomly select what you get to put in for duels. It sounds definitely like it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Right on. Maddie says it was anywhere from days to 2 weeks after the last dev demo that they released hunts.
That narrows it down a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
hey, I'm looking at this here right here. It looks like Karma says for Shrapnel, it doesn't have controller capabilities right now. So
not yet. No.
Click with mouse and keyboard.
Yes, sir. I mean, come on now. If you're a true gamer, you're using mouse and keyboard anyways.
Oh, quit like dividing us, Ogre.
I'm just being real.
Yeah. I'll go toe to toe with you, PC mouse and keyboards. Yeah. That's fine.
Bring it.
With a D-pad. Slap my D-pad on your forehead.
That was my Xbox controller, for those who missed that.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the announcements that I wanted to throw out there on the front end. Did anybody else, or you guys, something you wanted to talk about on?
Well, I thought, I'll just say thanks to the Mega and the Jewelers for shouting out Mythic Squad, Sticks Intern, Be Easy, Skiller, ALP for the beautiful boar hunts tournament that we did. And I love seeing other guilds dive in like this. And I think they're doing a wonderful job. They went super, they took some time on this one. They got a website for it. They got everything going on for it. So looks good, boys. Jewelers on the up and up. And I can't wait to participate in that event.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be
and I love the fact that they're focusing on the duels, which we can keep going on the boar hunts or the void hunts, and we won't even be smacking heads. It'll be like we could be running concurrently.
Yeah. The finals of that is coming up. Details is already on the Mythic Squad's Medium. You can find it at Mythic Squad Medium online. Be sure to Google that if you want to see some of the additional details. And I'm sure Sticks Intern is going to be doing a lot more around that. Yesterday was a huge giveaway. How many heroes did he give out?
62 heroes, 12 pieces of equipment, 5
and 4 pets or 5 pets. It was ridiculous.
But lots of purples, lots of Legos, lots of rares.
Is there a list of the winners?
I wasn't on the list. So I don't care to see it, but that's all right. What it was cool though. It was just like it was like intern being Oprah. He was like, "You get a hero, you get a hero." It was dope. The vibes.
Yeah. Everybody got it. Was ridiculous.
I was listening, but I was working primarily, and feel like,
oh my god, that wheel though, it was redonkulous. There were so many names on the. I think he used the wheel of names, and it was just the writing was so tiny because there were so many daggone names on that thing.
And Worm was reading them off. Worm was reading them off like you could see it. He probably had a magnifying glass like Sherlock Holmes up at this point. His name was on there.
Worm's probably got like a TV the size of my wall in my house. Where
he's probably got those 3,500
baby.
He's probably got those $3,500 friggin' Apple glasses.
Worm's name was on there a lot. He had a lot of entries because he's one of the 11 that made it all the way.
Dude's a gamer. Dude's a gamer.
Champion, a walking champion.
Hell yeah!
You better have his money on Friday.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Worm.
All right. Speaking of the next Void Hunt, they are fine tuning it, and we are obviously close. Like we said, they'll be doing the dev thing next weekend. So next Thursday. So hopefully next weekend. I would say definitely by 2 weeks from now, we're going to see that. It should be out and playable, and I'm excited. And if you haven't seen it, they dropped a little teaser in the Discord. You might want to go take a look at. And I think they even tweeted about it too. Little picture, and I don't know. I believe it was like guess what the
there's
enemy
like
is or something like that.
some sort of poison or something on. I guess it's not poison because Hubert said it wouldn't be poison coming out, but something like that.
I'm assuming blindness, but like, yeah, that red ghost thing hovering over the heroes' heads, that was interesting. Definitely a curious stuff.
Here we go. DeFiKingdoms.
Also, keep in mind for the new Void Hunt, we're number one. We're still going to have boar hunts out, but the new Void Hunt will require. It won't require, but it is strongly recommended that your heroes are level 12 or above, or average team level of 12, because that's what they're gearing it for. They're stepping it up to be a little bit harder than the last one. So get those heroes out there questing and beating up boars and getting that XP. They also said that this next one is going to have better XP as well as more drops, especially on Moksha. So if you're one of those people that have been sitting back, they're like, I don't want to spend my Mokshas, I want to sell them because they're banking. You might want to start using them because
stack those Moshkas. But did someone tell Mosh that he's got a way to catch up now that they're dropping more XP? Did someone send him that memo that he can play with his heroes?
I don't know that he wants to either way. I think he wants to wait until there's more information. Sorry, Maddie.
I'm poking the bear a little bit.
There it is. So wait, that says speed down, didn't it? I only saw it that one time on that one, though, not on the other one. So it looks like it's a second. That's a second status effect on that archer.
Right? Are we fighting a bunch of penises? Is that why it's blurred out, or what?
Looks like we're gonna need cleanse. They got purple over here, so if purple
blobs.
Potatoes.
Purple-headed yogurt slangers.
Yeah. Purple engorged blobs. That's it.
It could be.
Although, if you zoom in there of like the little bit that's available, doesn't that almost look like a trash heap or graveyard? Like, what is that right there? Yeah, right there.
A dead knight right here.
Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the front line is dead, yeah.
Boo. I thought that was going to be like a little hint or a clue. Womp womp.
Yeah. Could mean that it's just hard as fuck. So get ready for it.
Who's getting tied up? What's going on?
Yeah, for real.
Shoso's doing some crazy stuff in chat.
I think it'll be. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a purple or a violet engorged blub, but I still think it'll be a potato.
We just fight hentai animation.
Yeah.
Is that why it's played out?
Watch, we are going to be fighting the Mythic squad.
I mean, they're purple.
That'd be dope.
Congrats, Worm. Got the first hero on the wheel. Hopefully he knows what hero I got.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There was some good stuff in there, dude.
Why can't they show us these vaginas? Why do they gotta blur it out?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
How porn is this?
Something else that
no, sorry, go for it. No.
I was gonna say something else that I thought was cool that's coming out is the daily raffle from Hunts. They're actually opening that up and going to be utilizing it as a collaborative tool, right? So Honk, I'd get in the list. If anybody out there is from Goose, you could possibly, if you wanted to, give some of your Honk away on those daily raffles, the daily hunt raffles. It's going to eventually migrate away from Crystal. They said the first collaborative partnership sounds like it's going to be Clayton. So they've got, 50,000 clay to give away. And they're going to do it 2,000 a day to one person each day for 25 days. So chance you could win that clay and then be able to have clay so that you can go play over there on that chain if you wanted to.
Hell yeah.
Upon how it goes.
On the Clayton chain.
The Clayton. They also did mention with the Clayton chain that the current proposal to merge doesn't look like it's going to go through. However, it sounded like from what the team said, they're from what the DeFiKingdoms team said after talking to them, the Clayton team is pretty committed to it, and so is the other side. So it's just a matter of reworking the agreement and pushing it back to the community. It will most likely happen. It's just going to take some time. So
I encourage you to read the comments on the merger announcement, not from the Clayton side, from the other side. You have to translate them, but they are so funny. If you're looking for comedy, that community's response to the Clayton merger is hilarious. I won't ruin it for you. Check it out.
Now I know I'm definitely going to need to go do that. That sounds like a fun teaser.
It is hilarious.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Huff? Welcome.
Hey.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. There were a few more things. There was so much that came out in the AMA today. It was redonkulous. There's that mysterious new feature that will affect tokenomics and hero burning. They said that's probably going to come out like next month, the latest in all reality. Just from listening to them, sounds like next hunt, bring your own potion might be next week or early the week after that. That's the first thing we're going to get, followed by some gas optimizations on the DFK chain. And then after that, we're going to see expeditions very quickly come after that. So I think that's probably like our next month to 6 weeks. What we're going to see is probably those 3 primary things. And then after that, we'll see that mysterious new burning feature, I believe. Just listening to them and the way they were talking in the AMA, that's kind of my guess for the timeline. So we'll see. Sounds like I was pretty close to spot on for the 2 to 4 weeks for the next Void Hunt. It's been a couple weeks and then coming out next week from the sounds of it.
Nice.
Can't wait.
I wonder, what do you guys think? It's going to be purple blubs?
Engorged blubs.
What do you think, Beef?
I think it's probably going to be some hentai goddesses that we have to fight, and it's going to be mature content. That's my hope, anyway.
Yeah. You can't. I mean, you got to keep them villains from scissoring together because then they're unstoppable.
I hope that's a move that we get to do.
They scissor together and cartwheel through the air and just mow everyone down, kind of like the Warrior spinny move. It would make sense that the combat engine is already there for it. You can use the same as they do for the Warrior.
Yeah.
Graphics.
Calm down, boys. This is getting out of hand. Okay.
All right. So I'm confused because I thought hentai was the form of rope tying.
What kind of chat rooms are you actually in, Ogre?
It's like anime porn.
Yeah, it's anime porn is what it is, basically.
Obviously not the right ones because I didn't know that, but y'all did.
Yeah, Ogre wants you guys to know that he doesn't know about hentai.
He's watching, yeah. I saw a meme like that that said like, "Hey, I let the kids watch some anime on your computer," and the guy's like, "I don't have anime on my computer," and then it's like him with wide eyes open.
That's funny. Oh boy! All right, the one last thing I actually had,
tentacles, baby.
2 things. One was a new tool coming out in game to send heroes out on professions. Sounds like Fox got irritated that questing was taking too long for him. So he basically built DFK Quester into the game where you can like take the heroes that just came out of the quest and send them right back on it. Just put them in the queue. So that will be interesting. That'll be cool. I love the fact.
Shout out Born to Die 007.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully they actually worked with him and integrated that, but it sounded like Fox built it himself, so that might just be a little loss of functionality of that. I mean, in all reality, I mean I know that probably irritates the devs and maybe upsets them a little bit, but they obviously had a good idea so much so that the team liked it and incorporated it in. They obviously don't have the money to like hire him on right now. But in my mind, I mean, imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? So
it is. I mean, when someone steals your token and wants to launch it, that's flattery too. So shout out DFK team, baby.
Right. And the last thing I had was kind of like a conversation point. Silence and interrupt. They acknowledge that interrupt is kind of not necessarily broken, but the whole it's not charging, doggone it. What is it?
Channeling.
There we go. I had the C word. Channeling for a turn with the interruption doesn't quite work the way they wanted to. They recognize that, what the community is saying is definitely kind of legit, and they've got some ideas on that. So how do you guys think they would fix that? Would it just be that the interrupt is like a lower probability, or maybe they do something like create more silence casting spells out there to where you have a higher likelihood where you can silence someone for 3 turns and then get your channel off?
I don't know. I haven't thought of that.
You still got like sickness fog on the brain.
What was the question? I got other fog on my brain. What was the question?
So how do you think they've recognized that interrupt and channeling like isn't jiving properly. They have to fix that somehow. They have to tweak it. And they mentioned that they were going to, and they're kind of in talks and working about it.
This is just going to be the first iteration of tweaks and stuff like this because we only have a certain amount of the codexes, and some of the verbiage that we've seen with their eyes we haven't played with yet. You know what I mean?
Plus, it's
So
already changed, like confusion.
live games like this will be balanced along the way. Metas will change.
I
Yeah,
feel like
nerfs,
when they
buffs.
added the warrior, they increased the amount of times that your heroes would get stunned. So I feel like they're reworking it already. Beav, I don't know if you've experienced the same thing, but like I catch it all the time. Like there's it before the warrior was added, I never saw stun, and then once the warrior was added, I saw it like a lot.
Dude,
What about
I
you?
all the time.
I want to say I think well listen, I'm in a fog too, but I think I mentioned this to somebody on the team after they did that, and they're like, "No, we didn't touch that," and I was like, "Bullshit."
Someone did, because it took me a while to realize what was happening, because a lot of times, like my front line or second line guy, it was like all of a sudden it would be their turn, and then they'd take damage from bleed, and then it'd just move right on. What the hell just happened? Of course, it took me a while to go into the battle log, like what did just happen?
They
And I
say a
realized they were
lot.
getting
I
stunned.
believe most of the things they say, but sometimes, other times, it's all
What? A bullshit?
I mean, keep in mind, guys, we are playing the game they build. For them, we are the game. Reality.
We are the game.
We are the game.
We are the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
GoldenEye. They're going to change with new mechanics. They did mention, I think the drop rates are going to change on there. I don't think the boars are like going to get new spells to utilize the new combat mechanics. I think it's just going to be the drop rates will go up. So you might get more XP there, or that might only affect the other one. I didn't really get clarity on that. They definitely said that like the drop rates will go up for like mock showrooms and stuff like that, though.
I think if they upped the XP on both losses and wins, it would incentivize more people to grind the activity to power level. So I think that's not a bad thing. And I think that for all of us that have been here when leveling and XP came at fractions of what we get now with the hunts, right? It might kind of feel bad that others can catch up, but come on now. Just get back in the pits and start burning some shit, and then you'll have to level some heroes up again. You know what I mean?
I mean, in all reality, that's a good thing, right? I mean, there's going to be some whales to come in and buy some heroes off the marketplace, which is good for us. Then in turn around and power level them up with a bunch of stamp pots. Also good for us, those of us that are doing the farming and providing those stamp pots or the materials for other people to make the stamp pots, right? I mean, them buying those heroes off of the marketplace also raises the floor of good heroes. Not necessarily all heroes, but at least good heroes for PvE, PvP. And then someone might be like, oh, I don't want to stamp pot anymore. I'm going to go buy a legion of junk farmers and set them off through DFK Helper to automate farming for materials. That way I can just make my own stamp pots.
GoldenEye asked this question: will the current boar hunt remain or stay? It's going to remain. They're going to have them both concurrent, so that one will still have the level 10 recommended minimum. The new hunt that's coming out, we assume next week, is going to have a recommended minimum of level 12 heroes. So new players to the game, anybody with heroes that are level 1, either get those stammy pots going, start questing, and hopefully in a year or so, if you just do normal questing, you'll catch up and you can play the game too.
And check out About Life podcast and Sticks Intern, because they show cheeky ways to find some floor heroes that are level 10 in the tavern and show you how to build them up properly for the hunts specifically. So.
And Chozo said they did confirm higher level heroes fighting harder boars will get better rewards. That mechanic will go in there. I don't think the boars are going to get new spells, so I don't think they'll get the new combat mechanics. I don't think they called that out specifically. I didn't hear that. So I think it's going to be the reward side of the mechanics, not necessarily the combat side of the mechanics will change for the boars. But who knows? They might tweak something there also when they're doing the update. They might have realized that something is OP or not powerful enough, and they want to change it, and they just kind of slide it in on us and wait for us to find it. Because, I mean, they do drop those Easter eggs, and they expect us to kind of go out. Like, if you remember, for those that were back when Gen Zeros first dropped, and we just had those 8 initial classes, like, they didn't tell us what the advanced classes were until someone found them. we had to discover the recipe for it
Data
before they
mining.
published it, right? So that's their game, right? Them enjoying watching us discover what they created for us. I know that frustrates some people because they want to have all the answers right then and there, and they don't want to waste their time or their money. But I mean, it's a give and take, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to take a second real quick too. If you have been sitting on heroes that haven't been leveling and you've got exhausted by questing, check out DFKH. DFK Helper's got your back. Okay. Yes. Shout out DFK Helper. Get yourself back into the game and maximize your efforts with minimal input.
And in all reality, even if you're turning most of the mats you get into jewel or crystal just to cover the cost of it, that's still you're gaining value because you're building the level of your heroes, which in turn go up in value the higher in level they get. So
also you can queue your hunts with DFKH, so you don't have to mad scramble, fight the bots, and try to hunt when you do get some free time. So maximize that free time that you have. DFK Helper will get you all lined up at the starting line.
Oh, there's so much you can do with it. With that spreadsheet he's got, like you can do tons of stuff. You can auto level your heroes. You can go hero by hero and set what traits you want it to do, or you can be like, nah, I'm just going to do it myself because I want to do the hero leveling and push the button myself. It is all in your hands. There's a very powerful AI behind it. Very, very great tool there.
Innovation at its finest.
And you can play duel from there. That's I made it to legendary in duel just because of DFK Helper.
And auto raffle, which is another thing that people are sleeping on.
Too. Yeah, all these rewards from duels and auto raffler and all that stuff, man. That's some big chunks to your wallet if you can get in on some of those. And for me, I wasn't big on duels between like 2 and 3, seasons 2 and 3 and 4. But man, I thought I didn't have what it took. I think I won like 20 something in a row right off the bat. I didn't have a ton of time. But if you've been on the fence about duels, man, get in there. The rewards are friggin' juicy, so check it out.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I've been sleeping on duels thus far. I tried it like season 1 and season 2, and I just wasn't good at it. I thought I was going to like crush stuff because I had like going into war with 9 heroes all with the same background, and then nope. There were some gamers out there that made me feel like a chump.
Sigma Chads. Isn't that what we call them?
Sigma Chads. That's our new one. All right. Well, any other updates from the AMA before we wrap up, fellas?
I think that was all of it. All of the big stuff that I pulled out. There was obviously more in the AMA. Our intention here is not to completely rehash the AMA. I want you to go watch it and listen to it. There's a lot of good info in there that we don't necessarily add, but just kind of hit the high points for those that don't have that time. So, yeah, I think we're good.
All right, y'all. Keep it mythic. Mythic Squad out. Don't forget to catch us tonight at 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern for Mythic time. We'll be talking about current DFK events, obviously touching on some of the recent events with boar hunts, and maybe even speculating on what that next tournament could be. Maybe we should place bets on who's going to win it.
I like it. Also, Crystal Kraken. We still got 7 slots left, so get in there while you can. Bard is wide open.
Oh, I'm gonna go Bard. Just go ahead and clock me in for Bard right now because I just made some shapeshifters.
Gotta put it in the chat, bro.
God damn it! I'm gonna leave the stream and do it right now. Then. I
love
all right, bye, y'all.
Peace. Appreciate you, Sesai, for the mad freaking giveaway yesterday.
Mythic Squad, the People's Guild. A passion for making monsters can't be killed. We breed the best pets, learn a lot, no regrets. Join us in creating excellence. Purple on my back, Mythic Squad on the chest.